Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This channel, Avid Science, is all about trying to learn various concepts of data science by practicing a lot of questions. In this video, we are going to solve this question on LeetCode regarding find invalid IP addresses. The difficulty level of this question is hard, and I'm going to share the SQL schema as well as the Panda schema in the description box below. Okay, the question reads, we are given a table called logs with three different columns: log ID, IP, and status code. Log ID is the unique key for this table. Each row contains server access log information including IP address and HTTP status code. We are asked to write a solution to find invalid IP addresses. An IPv4 address is invalid if it meets any of these conditions. Firstly, contains numbers greater than 255 in any octet, has leading zeros in any octet like 01, 02, and so on, has less or more than 4 octets. Return the result table ordered by invalid count IP in descending order respectively. Okay, let's go through this example. Here we have 7 different log IDs and IP addresses and the status code. Now, if we look at it, which one is invalid? So the three conditions that we need to check is the number should not be greater than 255. There should not be any leading zeros, and there should be exactly 4 octets. By octet they mean this, right? So this is one octet, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth, right? So if you look at this one, right, the second log ID, it is, or one octet is greater than 255. So this is an invalid one. Similarly, if you look at this, you have leading zeros, right? So this is also an invalid one, and so on. So if you look at our output, we have that 256.1.2.3 is invalid. This one is also invalid, and so on. So to solve this question, what we need to do is we can take help of regular expressions. I think that would be the easiest way to solve this question. What we are going to do is, let's see how we can solve for invalid IP addresses. So from this table called logs, we are going to do a regular expression matching, right? So where IP not REGEXP basically means that we are going to try to have a pattern given, and if it does not matches that pattern, that means it's an invalid. So basically we are going to write the regular expression pattern for valid IP, and since we are having a not in the filter, we are going to basically keep the invalid IP addresses. Now, before we write regular expressions, we need to know about certain things. So you can Google and you will find that there are like certain websites which has a collection of all the major patterns and symbols, what they means, example, etc. So for example, I have one from Geeks for Geeks where basically it has like all the basic ones that we need, right? So for example, this caret sign is matches the start of the string, dollar sign end of the string, then you have a question mark, that means 0 or 1 of the previous character, right? So if you take a look at this example, then if you have curly braces and one number, so exactly that many times, and so on. So if you need to match a literal dot, right, so dot has a certain meaning already in regular expression, but if you want to match a literal dot, you need to use backslash dot, right? So it escapes that and actually matches a literal dot, and so on. So what we can do is, firstly, if you think about it, we have 4 octets, right? Each of those octets could have a number between 0 to 255. So what we can do is we can say that, hey, regular expression, and then let me write at the beginning, right? So at the start, what we need to do is we can think about this, the numbers from 0 to 255, and break it down into, so 250 to 255, 200 to 249, 100 to 199, and 0 to 99. If the numbers matches these, then you are a valid value in an octet. If not, then you are invalid, right? So what we are going to do is, firstly, we need to have, okay, let's see, we write for first octet, right? So we can use the parenthesis. Parenthesis is used for a group, right? If I scroll down, if you see, this is a group. That means we need to match a group of numbers. How are we going to match? Firstly, we need to have that, okay, the numbers could be 250 to 255, right? So you can write 2, 5, and if you need to write a range, you need to use these square brackets, and 250, the lowest value is 0 and 55 is 5, right? So you can take the values 0 to 5. What it basically means is it can be either 250, 251 and so on to 255. So either you could be this, so you have 250 to 255 now, or you can be 200 to 249. So 2 and then 0 to 4, right? So because you get 200 to 249 and then 0 to 9, right? So if you look at it, the lowest will be 200 and highest would be 249, 249, right? So you have 250 to 255, 200 to 249. Now you need 100 to 199. So, or 100, right? So 1, it could be 0 to 9, right? So 100 to 199. So it could be again 0 to 9, right? So the lowest will be 100 and highest would be 199. If you think and see about it, if you want, you can actually, condense this into one. How? Because if you see, this 0 to 9 group is exactly the same thing that is being repeated here as well. Now, if I go back to this, what does this mean, right? Curly brackets. So exactly n times. So a curly brace 3 means a 3 times. So here we have 0 to 9 2 times. So what you can do is you can basically replace this entire thing with 2, right? So this basically means, so 0 to 9, 0 to 9, right? 2 times. So you now have 100 to 199. Now you need 0 to 99. Now for 0 to 99, it is a bit tricky. Why? Because 0 to 99 means you can go from 0 to 9, right? You can go from 0 to 9, but it could be present or not present. That means these numbers are optional. So that means you need to write a question mark. What does question mark mean? 0 or 1 of the previous character. That means COLOUR. It will match both where you have COLOUR versus when you don't have U as well, right? So that is what we need to have. So that is why we have a question mark here. So this number is optional, and then you need to have from 1 to 9. So this entire thing basically gives you all the numbers from 0 to 255, right? So this is done, and then you need to also have a dot. What will dot do? In this case, you remember dot is the literal dot that we want to match. So we need to use a escape character, backward slash dot. However, there is a nuance here. The nuance is that firstly, right, firstly, SQL will read and pass this string, right? So if you only use this one backward slash, what it will do is it will pass that, hey, okay, this is a regular expression. However, this escapes and it will say that dot. The second step is then a regular expression tries to interpret it. So basically there is a two layer of interpretation that happens in this particular case. So you need to have two slashes. Why? Once SQL passes it, it will have that, okay, if you have these two, it will say that, okay, this is what I have. When regular expression passes it, it will have, okay, it means that we need to have dot in it, that we need to match. So you see, this is what we need to have. So this entire thing, right? So this number, right? So this number, and now we have a dot. So this basically needs to repeat 1, 2, 3 times. Why not 4 times? Because after the fourth octet, there is no dot that we need to match, right? So what we can do is this entire thing basically becomes a group. So we write in parentheses, this entire thing is a group, and how many times we want it to repeat? 3 times, right? So we write 3 here. Okay. Now what we need is we need the number, right? But not the dot in this case. So basically, what you can do is you can just copy this entire thing, right? So copy it, paste it here, right? And that becomes our fourth number, and that should be the end. Why are we having a caret sign at the beginning and a dollar sign at the end? Because what if, let's say, there this number, so this right now is valid, but if you have abc 192 dot this number, is it valid? No, right? So that is why we say that, okay, at the start from the numbers, not anything else. So that is what it will make sure. Secondly, what if after one you have a or b or c or whatever? So similar concept is that you need to make sure that it ends with a number, right? Okay, now once we have this, so this will match this entire thing and make sure that you have exactly 4 octets, right? So all the three conditions are satisfied. Numbers are not greater than 255 because we are limiting it, right? Then there won't be any leading zeros, and then finally we are making sure that it has exactly 4 octets, right? If I go ahead and run this, right? So let me do select star. Let's see what do we get in our output. Okay, so if you look at it now, since we did, so these numbers will match with valid IP addresses. Since we have a not, it will match that, hey, whenever you don't have a valid, you just only return those. So you see, like the ones that we were talking about, this is an invalid one, this is an invalid one, this only has 3, right? Not 4 octets, and so on. So you see, like this works. Now, what we need is we need that for every IP that is invalid, we need to have a count as well, right? So what we can do is we can group by, right? So group by the IP, return me the IP, and then do a count of log ID, right? And this should be aliased as what? Invalid count. And we also need to order this, right? So if I go ahead and do order by invalid count in descending manner and then IP in descending manner. Okay, let me go ahead and run this. Let's see what do we get in our output. So you say this is accepted. If we look at our output is exactly same as expected output. Let me go ahead and submit to see pass all the test cases or not. So yeah, this is accepted, and this is how we do it. So yes, very tricky question, but what we had to basically do was we need to use regular expression. What we did was we tried to match the entire string based on these three conditions and try to find out the valid ones. And since we are using a not in the regular expressions, so basically it is going to give us invalid IP addresses. And what we did was we basically divided the numbers from 0 to 255 into 4 different categories: 250 to 255, 200 to 249, 100 to 199, and then 0 to 99, right? And we made sure that, okay, this repeats 3 times, and then the fourth time it should be the same logic but not followed by a literal dot character. And then what we did was we just grouped by the IP and counted the number of times they are appearing as invalid. So yeah, this is how we do it. Let me know if there's a better, more efficient to solve this question. Let the solution be in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.